Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. What's up? Hope you guys are doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show. We got a lot to go over today. Marvel just dropped a whole new dilly-dally. A little trailer. First look at a couple of things. Release dates for a ton of stuff, so I want to go over that. I want to talk a little bit about more Thanos. And I want to talk a little bit about Noel versus the Sinister Six. Oh, you thought I was kidding. Oh, you thought I was joshing you on that one, huh? Yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, it should be a good day. I want to thank everybody for chilling and being cool about Monday stream too. Of course, you know, I dropped a lot of stuff on you guys. You know, no more streams. No more diamonds. No more lounges. And you know, I looked at what people were saying. I looked at what the comment section was, and I really appreciate, you know, hearing from you guys, getting your feedback on stuff before we make any big decisions like that. So I've decided to completely ignore everything that you guys are saying. However, I do want to be clear. I do still really appreciate it. So it's important that we have these kind of conversations so I can get a feeling of where people are at, and then you know, make up my own mind. So here we go. Let me explain what's gonna happen. I'm pretty confident that this is what we're gonna do. Pretty sure this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so get ready. Also, Rossi, thanks for the rose. Darth Maniac says, heavy question for you, Josh. Does James Gunn die and spike his pubes? Can't believe it's been 5 months. Love you all. You know, I have an answer to that I want to say, but I won't say. Maybe he does that to different hair. Maybe that's the way I could say it. Philip Hatch says, Josh, what's this red light business? Are you a Doom variant or not? 14 months, Nerd Avengers for life. No, the red light stuff, you just put some of that on your face. It's all for your face. You're sending 40 birthday cakes to my house? Please don't eat them all. I might. I mean, honestly, I don't really like cake, to be honest with you. Yeah, red light, you just beam it into your skin and your eyes. And if you got some red light and some shungite, and some other crystals, you know, some incense, some seance, that kind of stuff, that's the ticket, man. That's kind of the key there. So that's what that is. Mr. Penguin, thank you for the $10 holla. It says, what do you think DC should do about their live action property since they have been trying to get it right since the 90s? Is it a DC problem? A Warner Brothers problem? Would it be better off sold? Well, first of all, what a heavy ass question early in the stream. You know, I haven't even fully announced like the new game plan and stuff like that. So goddamn, Mr. Penguin, holy shit. Also, like, what's up with the Mr. Penguin thing? Like, is that like a playoff of the Penguin, the show, the completely boring snooze fest known as the Penguin? Interesting. Is it a DC thing? Probably a little yes. Is it a Warner Brothers thing? Probably a lot of yes. Would it be better off sold? Hard to say. I mean, you'd have to consider who was buying it, who is the talent involved. You know, look, we talked a little bit about on the Discord today. Mostly because I still haven't watched Penguin, and I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm gonna finish it. And so people were like, what, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, man, I just really don't care, you know? And it's not a meme, it's not a joke. I really don't care. I think it's boring as fuck. It's going nowhere. That's not even the main DC universe. It's, you know, if they put Batman into the show, maybe I'll watch it. Okay? Point being, What do they do for DC? I think the Superman movie, if it's really good, Superman could actually set up the DCU to be much better than what DC has been before. You know, I was saying this, and I would love to know what you guys think, man. I want to know what you guys think. I personally think that the Superman trailer, which is supposed to drop within the next couple of months, I think Gunn wants to drop it before the end of the year. I actually think he's going to drop it on Christmas. Tell me that doesn't sound like a James Gunn thing. I think he's going to drop that shit on Christmas. Would love to know what you think. He's going to drop it on Christmas. And I think it's probably the most consequential trailer of the past couple of years for sure. So much is riding on that Superman movie, and I think the first trailer is really going to set a tone. And I think that tone is going to be something that either brings a lot of skeptic people to the table, and they're like, yo, this actually looks like it could be cool. Oh man, I'm excited. Because I think a lot of people, even people like me, like, we want to be excited about the Superman movie. It's a shame that like James Gunn is all over that fucking thing, because I love Superman and I want to be excited about it. So I think that trailer is super consequential, and I guess we're just gonna wait and see, man. I guess we'll just wait and see. But I wonder what you think about that, chat. Do you agree? I think that trailer's a big deal, man. Meaning, I think if they botch that trailer, that's gonna be a really, really tough one. But also, if that trailer comes out and is great, and like a lot of people like me, are like, you know what, that was cool. I'm excited for that Superman movie. That's huge. That'll be a really big boon to them. Kang over Doom debates in the Discord. I mean, that's not really a debate. That's a cry for attention. And it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. But there's no planet in which that's a debate, brother. Morning. Twitch Avenger says Charlie over on Twitch. Okay, and then we get some questions about the Diamond Line. All right, let's get back on track. Let's get back on target. Wow, what a crazy $10 super chat to throw us completely off course very early on in the stream. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. So here's what we're going to do starting next week. Also, I have a side question about this. Should we take a couple of days off after the election? Like, should we just let that kind of chill? Or do you guys think we need to be here maybe because of the election and it's like everything's fucking going crazy? And maybe we should just chill? Yeah. Am I scared? I mean, I'm not scared for me. I'm going to be chill. I'm going to be chill. Either way, I'm going to be fine. But I am a little bit scared for just how goddamn ridiculous that shit could get. It seems like it's about as close as it could be. And people seem to really, really care about it. Rossi says, stay on target, stay on target. Exactly. Let's stay on target. Okay, so next week, here's what I think I want to do. I want to push the streams back to noon and to 1 p.m. What? How could we do that? Yeah, no, I think you're probably right there, Adam. But I think either way, it might be goddamn ridiculous. But, yeah. So, point being this. Here's what we're going to do. Next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the streams are at noon. Yep. And then Tuesday and Thursday, the streams are at 1. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And I want to keep Wednesday night streams. So, like, for instance, tonight we're going to go live, too. We'll go live at 7:30 with the members. What I want to do tonight is I just want to deep dive on the Scarlet Spider. It's literally just a selfish, this is one of my favorite Marvel characters that nobody fucking knows about at all. So I just wanted to talk about the Scarlet Spider tonight. So we're going to deep dive on the Scarlet Spider tonight. Next week starts a new month, so we'll start a new deep dive on that. I'm open to ideas. Let me know what you think about that. I also think what I want to do is sort of combine like Wednesday streams will be member streams, but I think sometimes we'll deep dive, and I think sometimes we'll do a watch party. I think that's kind of the way that I want to structure things. So essentially, like, every day I'll wake up and I'll kind of focus like video first and make sure that the video for the main channel is like good to go, rock and rolling and all that. And then we will do the streams later on in the day and cover maybe some of the same stuff, but also come up with some cool stream ideas. Like, I know we like to do tier lists. I've been thinking about a lot of really fun stream ideas. So yeah, that's the plan. So we'll start that next week. Streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Your regularly scheduled streams are pushed back to noon, and then Tuesday and Thursday streams are going to happen at 1. And we're going to give it a shot. I don't really know. Maybe people will like it, maybe people won't. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Are we still watching Fantastic Four tomorrow? Ooh. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And we are still doing the Diamond Lounge. The only difference is the Diamond Lounge is not going to be on YouTube anymore. It's going to be on the Discord. So this Friday we're going to do a Diamond Lounge. It'll be like a Halloween themed one. I'm going to be in costume. I thought about I might get a costume specifically for the Diamond Lounge on Friday night. Yeah, I'm thinking about a kind of crazy costume. We'll see. Yeah. So, if you are not in the Diamond, you got to get on that part of the Discord. We have to figure out setting that up, but we should be able to do the video stream just on Discord. And then we'll go from there. Yeah. So that's kind of it. That's what we're doing. Now, what do you think? Should we skip next week, streaming on Wednesday? At least give like a little Wednesday breather for everybody and all these people that really care about that kind of stuff. Is the costume Kathleen Kennedy? No, but that's not a bad idea. Twitch Coast Nerd Avengers. Grandma. Wait, what? I'm a Twitch Avenger now? Well, welcome, Grandma. Josh always trying to stream less and less these days. No, that's not true at all. I literally just changed it to doing 5 streams a week. Yeah, we did have 4 last week. Yeah. We can watch, I tell you what, we can watch the Fantastic Four tomorrow. That's fine. I think the first part of that movie is actually kind of cool. And the back half of it is absolutely awful. But yeah, we can check that out for sure. How do you access the Diamond on Discord? I just hit 6 months. So you got to get on the Discord and show one of the moderators that you've been a member for 6 months, and they will get you access into a very special part of the Discord called the Diamond Lounge. I'm thinking of a master plan, says Q is not a robot. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Think of a master plan, man. Twitch Nerd Avengers up in here. Yes, we appreciate the Twitch people. And I have the Twitch open today, as you can tell. Josh, dress as James Gunn. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, I figured, you know what? Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. Marvel dropped a brand new trailer teasing out a bunch of their new projects, upcoming projects, and release dates for the projects, okay? Now, here's the thing. What I wanted to do... Wow, I just hit, like, the wrong button several times. So we're off to a great start. What I wanted to do with this, man, was kind of watch it and break it down with you guys. I really have not formulated my thoughts. Apparently, this dropped last night. Somebody help me out. Did it drop last night? Unless I'm mistaken, it kind of seems like it dropped like in the dead of night. Or did I just go to bed super early? Or now that I'm off Twitter, am I just not engaged? Okay, so it was this morning? Early though, right? Like 9 hours ago. Yeah, so 3 a.m. officially dropped an hour ago? What does that mean? You mean it was like released on YouTube an hour ago? What you talking about, bro? Okay, yeah, so it was released on YouTube an hour ago. Was it released on maybe social medias before that? Because I saw people talking about it like when I woke up, and I was up pretty early. Oh, it leaked. Okay, interesting. It dropped at 11:30? Well, which one is it? Well, which one is it? Okay. Either freaking way. Paul has the leak? What? Paul leaked it? Paul from Heavy Spoilers leaked it? It dropped for Agatha's first episode? Wait, what? I am super confused. It was attached to episode 1 of Agatha, so binging saw it. So those binging saw it. What? Oh, I still don't fully understand. Darth Hoser says Prime Stream's gone again. GameStop gift cards too. No comment. No comment on that. I haven't actually decided on that. I haven't decided on that. Look, I still want to do something with the GameStop gift cards. I just want to rethink it a little bit. Prime Streams? No, Prime Streams aren't gone. They're just very sporadic. You know, like Star Wars movies. The Prime Streams, here's what I'll say to you. Here's what I'll say to you. You will get another Prime Stream before you get another Star Wars movie. That I can guarantee. Where's the Sony whiteboard stream? You know what, guys? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm feeling just a bit underappreciated today. The beginning of the stream has made me feel a little antagonistic and underappreciated. So shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and be better. Where's the sycophants? Where's the sycophants? So any freaking way. Let me get this pulled up here. All right, where is this display capture? All right, let's check this out. Point is, man, I have not watched this trailer, and I wanted to react to it together with you guys because, frankly, my first take on this was like, that's a lot of shit. Like, that's just a lot of stuff. That's a lot of projects. I thought we were toning things down. I thought we were going to release less stuff. So I'm a bit confused because it seems like every goddamn month there's a crazy Marvel thing happening. But let's go through it together. Let's check it out. So let's just watch the trailer once, just the whole way through. And then we'll kind of break down each and everything and the new little looks and everything like that. Okay, so here we go.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. It's gonna get good.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Oh, damn! Oh, shit! Oh, god damn! Holy
Exactly what
shit.
kind of a lawyer are you?
That looks good.
A really good one.
This me. I'm gonna build something undeniable.
Okay.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
Interesting.
Up for an adventure?
The battle they will sing about for ages.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man. I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot riding on this. You better not mess this up.
I know.
I am ready.
I am Marvel Jesus.
We have a long road ahead of us. Much to do.
Oh my God!
Okay, so that's the whole dealy dally. Let's break it down. Okay, so first of all, obviously they're using Deadpool, which is smart. Deadpool, cool. Deadpool TVA, a lot of fun ways that you can use like the Disney Plus stuff. I mean, he did literally have the Infinity Saga on the screens in Deadpool.
Offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in.
And then they got all the projects here, so that's pretty clever.
It's gonna get good.
Wait a minute. What the hell is this? This Hulk footage here. What the hell is this? Somebody help me out here. Is this Hulk footage? And also, is he like dancing?
It's gonna get good.
What the hell is that, man? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Down here? Do I need to make it larger so you can see? Enhance. What the hell is this? Okay, so I got it on the screen. Let's slow it down and watch this again.
Smell what you're stepping in.
He's clapping.
It's
definitely
gonna get good.
What the hell is that, dude? That's Josh Gad in Wonder Man? Fucking lame as shit. Oh my god. Okay, well, forgive me. I thought something actually cool was happening here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so I guess that's Josh Gad. Is he playing some kind of Hulk thing, or does Josh Gad in black and white just look like the Hulk in the way that he moves? You know what? I gotta be real. We just stumbled onto an incredible point. How the fuck does the Incredible Hulk get mistaken for Josh Gad? Because the Hulk in the MCU right now is like a cardigan wearing. Like, that's actually kind of incredible. That the Hulk is so close to Josh fucking Gad that we mistake Josh Gad for the Hulk. Holy shit. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, so there's actually like a lot there. I kind of want to look at these shots, right? I want to slow this down and look at these different shots. Let's slow it down a little bit here. Let's slow it down. Okay, so first of all, Wonder Man now looks like The Weeknd. And look, partially that is a little bit of like Wonder Man from the comics. But, oh man, okay. And then the first shot was of Ironheart, right? And he, you know, looks all right. Doesn't this look like the one from Wakanda, though? I'm kind of confused. Didn't she not get that? Okay, and then so then we got to look at that suit going. That's cool. We got to look at the Spider-Man's. Looks good. Dude, it's literally so... Oh my god, yeah, I forgot this homie was in it. This guy is apparently playing Obadiah Stane's son, which is kind of interesting, especially given all the Tony Stark stuff that might be popping up in the MCU. So that's kind of cool. Muse, first look at Muse, and he looks absolutely incredible. What the hell is this? They're breaking down aliens here. That's kind of wild. What's this from? The Hood. Anthony Ramos is the Hood. Looks kind of cool there. Okay, Daredevil. Okay, now we get into the Daredevil stuff. We can put this on regular speed. This shit looks awesome, dude. Like, regardless of my sort of mixed feelings on Marvel, like just, especially given the context of this actual trailer and the release schedule, but you cannot deny that Daredevil looks incredible.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Is that the first time we've seen the actress that plays Vanessa back in here? I think it might be. That was rumored, but it wasn't
Your
confirmed.
darker half would agree.
I think the action looks amazing. I love that shot where he's jumping off the roof and using the baton to swing like Spider-Man. That's always something I wanted more of in the Netflix show even. The bullseye fight, dude. I mean, like, if you remember, the bullseye fighting in season 3 was phenomenal. Bullseye when he was pretending to be Daredevil and then when he's fighting against Daredevil, that shit was hyped. And it looks like they are nailing that once again. And a lot of people are very, very excited for this rematch. You know what I mean? That might be the first look at the Vanessa actor. She is back. This is again product of I kind of love that shot. This is again product of this complete creative overhaul that the Daredevil show went through. First, is that the first official look at Frank Castle? I mean, we've known he's going to be in it. I think he's been in other trailers.
Hasn't it?
You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Yeah, that shit there. Bam. Oh my god. Fighting against Muse, fighting against Bullseye. That shit looks awesome.
A really good one.
This me.
Is that really all we get to see of that Spider-Man show? I guess there might be like a little bit more. Chat, help me out here. Have we seen any other shots of that Spider-Man animation? Like any of the actual animation? I know we got a ton of stills. I think people have seen the animation, maybe a few scenes at different Comic-Cons and things like that. I don't know that we've seen any of it. That's wild. This thing was greenlit a while ago, man. We're yapping about this Spider-Man's here, Kendall. Have you... Look, this might be the first look at the new Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man animation. As far as I understand, this might be the first thing we get.
This me.
And I mean, there's almost nothing there. Like, I don't know if I can formulate an opinion off that. You know what I mean?
I want to build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
What did you guys think of that Iron Heart there? I mean, that's, you know, it's just a couple of second thing, but I will say I think the visual effects look really good. I think that maybe it being delayed has at least helped them crisp that up. What do you guys think?
I want to build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it looks decent, but am I excited about it? No. There's, like, nothing in here that is making me excited about it. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
For an adventure?
The battle they will see.
That's all we're getting a what if? That's all we get a what if in here, huh? I'm just saying, as far as this trailer is concerned, there's a shit ton of Daredevil all over this thing. Everything else feels pretty sparse.
For an adventure?
The battle they will sing about for ages.
Actually, more Marvel Zombies than the other one, too. And then we get maybe our first look at Wonder Man.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
I mean, does this excite anybody? Is this might be our first look at Wonder Man. Like, does this excite anyone? Okay. It's some people get excited about this. There's a few. Man.
I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot.
Like, bro, no. I'm sorry, man. No. Like, I don't want any of this. I don't want this. I don't want this. What the fuck are we doing? Trevor Slattery, Wonder Man, the guy, Simon, he's going to be Wonder Man. You're not sure. Like, what the fuck? Is this going to be one of those stupid ass shows where they're just putzing around and then at the end he actually gets his power? We end with like one episode where he actually has the Wonder Man powers, and then like maybe you'll see him again in a couple years. Like, dude, this does nothing for me. Oh God.
Not riding on this.
Oh
You better not
God.
mess this up.
I know.
I am ready.
That cannot be all that you're showing of Eyes of Wakanda. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm feeling it. I can feel myself becoming toxic about this, but I'm not enjoying this. And I have actually a super hot take about this whole situation, this trailer, and everything that's going on with Marvel, right? But like, this cannot be all you're showing of Eyes of Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda is rumored to cost $20 million. If it's not that show, it's something else that they're doing. Eyes of Wakanda is supposed to be this really big fucking deal. It's like their version of Arcane. They spent $20 million on this.
I am ready.
That cannot be all that you're showing of Eyes of Wakanda. That is crazy.
I am Marvel Jesus.
We have a long road ahead of us. Much to do.
Yeah, I mean, I am excited about that. Hey, relax. We're not gonna be completely crazy toxic about it. But look, let's now go over. I think I have the whole slate, the adjusted slate, now pulled up. Yeah, because I have it on the thumbnail. Okay, give me just a second. Let me pull this up for you, because this is definitely worth talking about, man. This is definitely worth talking about. Okay, so let's get this pulled up. Where are we at here? Okay, boom. Beautiful. Okay. So this is your 2025 slate, and I believe we're getting What If in December, right? Let me pull this up here. Okay, so yeah, that's the 2025. You've got What If coming out in December of this year. Cool. You know, I will check that out. I'll be real though, I didn't even finish What If season 2. I know some of you guys are like, dude, you got to. It's like really cool and all that. Dude, I was not feeling What If season 2. What If season 1 was cool. It had some hit and miss stuff, but there was some stuff in What If season 2 where I was just like, what? And wasn't really feeling it. Okay. But I will check out season 3, and I think I will finish season 2 before getting into season 3. And like, you know, What If is kind of this thing by definition, right? It is what if, and I can kind of just enjoy it as like a side thing, and it's all good. So I'll check that out. This is wrong. Ironheart is in June. Let me pull this up here. Ironheart is in June. What do they have it here? Oh, they have it in September. Everything else is correct, though, right? Yeah, December. Zombies in October. Eyes of Wakanda in August. Fantastic Four in July. Okay. Now, let's talk about this, man. And please, remember to remind me. So, Ironheart is actually here. It's in June and July. Okay. Okay. We've got What If in December. That's fine. All right. Then we start the year off, the year of 2025, which is crazy because we had been told Marvel's slowing things down. They're only going to do one major show a year. You know, maybe just a couple of movies a year. You know, there was a lot of that kind of discussion and energy going into the next few years, I thought. And they delayed like all the movies out of this year. They had Deadpool this year. That was the only MCU movie. And now it is revealed that the schedule for Marvel next year is January, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Okay. February, you get Captain America Brave New World, which unfortunately is really getting some bad press. Even Daniel RPK recently came out to confirm that he's talked to several people that have seen different versions of the movie, even recently via screen testing, and it just doesn't seem like it's going very well, right? So Captain America, do they technically have time to fix it? For sure. But they've been trying to fix this movie for like 2 years. It's kind of just an unfortunate reality that Captain America Brave New World might be kind of mid, right? We'll see. So you got Spider-Man in January. Literally next month you have Captain America. Now, you then have Daredevil Born Again in March. That's huge, and I think that's good programming because that'll really get the fan base engaged, and I think it'll feel really good for the Marvel fan base. I mean, that project looks incredible, and a big difference between Daredevil and some of these other projects in here is like Daredevil came out of a mentality that Marvel Studios had during Phase 4 where they really thought that they could. I mean, I've said this often. I feel like they took the fan base for granted a bit. You know, the reports early on of Daredevil was that it was going to be very different than the Netflix show. They purposely did not bring back certain people from that show, and they wanted to do their own thing. They realized while looking at that, that's a mistake. Let's bring people back from the Netflix show. Let's make it a true spiritual successor to that show. And it gets this complete creative overhaul. A lot of other Marvel projects, like your Captain America Brave New World, like your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, like your Thunderbolts, like your Ironheart, like your Eyes of Wakanda, like your Marvel Zombies, and like your Wonder Man, they all actually also come out of that mentality. Right? So this is something I've been kind of harping on Marvel for the last couple of years. A lot of these projects probably should have just been canceled. And I would say, depending on how this goes next year, you know, sure, some of the stuff you could fix. It seems like they did fix Daredevil. They've been really trying to Captain America. Maybe they'll pull it off. Thunderbolts actually seems like it took a really cool turn. And that actually looks pretty interesting. So I think there's been a successful rebuild there. But a lot of these other projects, especially on the animated side of things, it's like, well, are they getting the same attention that Daredevil did? Or did they really come out of a mindset that the studio had that doesn't match up with what fans want? That's the bottom line. Like, you know, it doesn't have to get conspiratorial. You don't have to get crazy and toxic about it. I think just the best way to say it is they were offering stuff up that the fan base did not like enjoy. They were not engaging in that content. So a lot of this here rings of that kind of energy. So literally January you got something, February you got something, March you have Daredevil, and that seems cool. Then you have in May Thunderbolts. That's going to be interesting. I wonder how fans are going to respond to that. Thunderbolts seems like it's going to be a fun movie. Maybe even better than Captain America, which is crazy. I never thought I'd say that. Then you have the Fantastic Four. Now, the Fantastic Four for me, I've been on a bit of a roller coaster ride as far as my feelings towards it, but we're getting a lot of positive signs from behind the scenes of Fantastic Four, right? So I think it's just fair that if we are taking the behind the scene buzz with regards to Captain America and we're like, oh man, that might be rough, then we have to be fair and we have to take the behind the scenes stuff for the Fantastic Four. A lot of positive signs about the Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four might actually be a pretty big deal. Maybe our first look at RDJ Doctor Doom. So, you know, there'll be some sort of built-in hype for that. Then you have in August, Eyes of Wakanda. I have no idea what to expect with this thing. I've heard it's a super big deal for them. I have heard that they spent $20 million on it. I've heard that it's their version of friggin' that Netflix show with the League of Legends characters that I'm blanking on the name right now. Oh, Arcane, I think. And at the same time, there's really not been a lot of official announcements about it. The first look we just got in the trailer, I mean, you guys tell me, did that do anything for you? Like, the Eyes of Wakanda bit here, that little tease, like, did that do anything for you? Because to me, it's pretty much nothing. Like, I still have no idea what to think of that show or how to think of that show. Okay? Then you follow that up with Ironheart. And Ironheart, dude, bro, it's... If Ironheart somehow manages to break out of the pattern of, like, your Echo show, your Agatha show, you know, these kind of a shows, if it can break out of that pattern and actually be something truly incredible, then it'll buck the trend. I don't expect that, though. I expect it to be just like these other shows. And why do I say that? Because it's a show that was developed when the mindset on development, I think, was just not conducive to what the brand actually needed. So it, like, I don't know if I'll ever care about Ironheart, dude. Like, I just don't fucking care. And then Wonder Man, bro. Wonder Man, my first reaction to the Wonder Man thing, and by the way, we're not gonna get super toxic here, you know, we're being chill. Hey, we're being nice and chill, okay? You know, it's all good up in here, and we're all nerds, and we all really love this stuff. But I gotta tell you, the Wonder Man thing that we just watched infuriated me. It fucking infuriated me, bro. I watched that shit because you gotta understand, my whole thing was, we don't need this show. Please fucking cancel this show. Okay? And then they aren't going to cancel it, and they make the show. And so, in my mind, I'm looking for, with, you know, them releasing it for the first time, I'm looking for any little semblance of, like, oh, this might actually be dope. Oh, this might not be exactly what we thought it was going to be. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe there's something here I can latch on to as a fan. It looks terrible, bro. It looks fucking terrible. Like, I don't know, man. Trevor Slattery, I've had enough. Okay? The original boner. And yeah, it was kind of funny what they did in Shang-Chi. It's fine. But now we got double down on Trevor Slattery. What the fuck? And then the heart of the show is him just being an actor wanting to get the role of Wonder Man. Holy shit. I don't want any part of that. Wonder Man looks fucking terrible to me. It looks fucking terrible to me, chat. I'm sorry. It looks terrible to me. Marvel Zombies looks like they took an episode of What If with the zombies and then just copy-pasted it and switched it around a little bit so that it doesn't look like an exact copy. I mean, sure, fine. Marvel Zombies, whatever, right? Holy shit. So, you know what I think is happening here? But we're not being toxic. We're going to be real chill. What the fuck? Star Wars says Wonder Man looks amazing, Josh. What looks amazing about it? The part where he comes in and says some lines to get the part? The part where Trevor Slattery says we've got a lot writing on this? What part of it looks amazing? I'm gonna single yo ass out, bro. Oh, yeah, you do have me a little triggered, okay? So let me. You want the hot take? You want the hot take, chat? And again, we're not being toxic. We're being super chill. We're being very good these days. You know what I mean? We're being very chill these days. We just stopped doing diamond lounges on YouTube because we're trying to be real fucking chill. You know what I mean? Do you want the hot take? Fantastic Four was not on this little sizzler reel. Okay? But other than Daredevil, I am looking forward more than anything that was released in this sizzler reel. I am looking forward to all of these fucking things being done and over with, and let's move on. And in fact, I think that's the whole point. I think that's the whole answer to our problems. This sizzler reel and this commitment to this schedule. Do you know what this really is, chat? And I'm not going to make any friends at Marvel Studios for making this point, by the way, but I think it's actually true. Do you know what this really is? This is a white flag. This is surrender. This is I give up. This is, we're not going to keep spending money to try to fix all of this shit. Let's just drop it all in 2025, get it the fuck over with, and then actually start building stuff that fans will engage with. That is literally what it is. And that's probably best we can hope for. I mean, frankly, I would have canceled most of this shit. I cannot believe they spent $20 million on Eyes of Wakanda. If that's true, and that show ends up being an unremarkable, decently animated piece of crap, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. So I think what we are looking at here in 2025 is maybe, finally, the death of the old mid Marvel. That's genuinely what I think is happening here. How many of these projects were greenlit during Phase 4? Spider-Man, Captain America, Daredevil, Thunderbolts. I think even Fantastic Four, Eyes of Wakanda, Ironheart, Wonder Man, and Marvel Zombies. All of them. Literally every single one of them was announced during Phase 4. Oh, man. Now... yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm feeling pretty negative about this, man. Now, it is just a sizzler reel. There's a lot that we don't know. And I will say, like, bro, like, this is what I mean, though. If I were the studio, and of course, they're very, very big. They have a lot of, like, ability to juggle multiple plates and everything like that. But, like, it can't possibly benefit a movie like Captain America that you're also trying to figure out Ironheart, Wonder Man, Eyes of Wakanda, and Marvel Zombies. Like, it just can't be healthy to the bandwidth of the executives and the people that should probably just be all hands on deck with Captain America. So, like, I'm unfortunately going to probably have the thought that, like, if I watch Captain America and the shit's, like, lame, I'm going to be mad at these other shows. I'm going to be mad at these other shows. Like, there's no reason to be doing this, okay? Yeah, so frankly, guys, there's some stuff in here that looks cool. Daredevil looks like an absolute banger. The Spider-Man show, it's just way too early to tell. You know what? Let's go through all the projects that were in the sizzle, and let's just see what you guys think about it, okay? And also, what the hell is this? Oh, cool. I can make a super chat gold. That's pretty cool. And a ways by which we'll celebrate. That's kind of interesting, but we'll do that later. Okay. All right. So let's start with the Spider-Man, man. Let's start with Spider-Man. I want to know what you guys think of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, little hype poll for you. Little hype poll. Well, all I'm watching is Daredevil. I mean, that's probably fair. Okay. Let's do vibe check. Friendly neighborhood. What a weird word. Spider-Man. Okay, and we'll go very hyped. Hyped. Meh. Anti-hype. This is a scientific poll. Boom. There you go. I want to know. I must know, chat. I must know how you feel. I must know. And also Twitch. Can I do polls over here? What's this? Turn on shield mode, highlight. Huh. Neighborhood. What, did I spell it wrong? Is Vito back? I saw some people talking about Veed in the chat. Is Veed back? Because as far as I understand it, Vito was on a some kind of spiritual journey. You know, like a walkabout. And I didn't know if he had returned yet. A sabbatical? Is that the right word for it? I thought sabbatical was like a specific Christian thing. Oh, he's back. Wow. Okay, cool. I hope he found what he was looking for. You know what? I bet Vito has been living out the life aquatica with Steve Zissou. I bet that's what he's living out. Yeah. Sabbatical is just off time? Oh, okay. Read Twitch. Okay, I will. Are you thinking the FF will be bad? No, I think FF is... I actually have high hopes on FF. I think FF will be good. Yaya could have been a great Black Panther. I totally agree. Remember when Josh was shitting on Agatha? Now it's out. He loves it. Do I love it though? Like, you guys are so hyperbolic, man. I don't know. Like, do people really think I love Agatha because it's surprised me? It's better than I expected, and people think I love it. Justin says, does he even look over here? Not anymore. You were so negative about it before it dropped, though. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yo, flip-flop, Josh. What the hell? It's a strong 7. That's fair, actually. I think it's a strong 7. By the way, there are absolutely insane leaks out there about Agatha's finale. I talked a little bit about them on Discord. I'm not going to make a video about it. I will make a video about it on Thursday. Tomorrow, after we watch the episodes tonight. It is actually pretty crazy. So, yeah, I'm excited. And I think the finale is going to be cool. So there's 2 episodes tonight. Yeah, and it should be good. Common Josh W says, hi at the Den of Nerds. See, now that's a name I can get behind. Watch Party or Josh Hates Stories. Oh my God. I just want to talk about... the Scarlet Spider tonight. Can't I just do a stream where I talk about the Scarlet Spider a little bit? Oh my God. Josh the fence sitter. You know, I've been known to sit on the fence a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Agatha or Penguin, Josh? Oh, it's Agatha. It's not even close. Not even close. Josh hates cinema. Are you kidding me? I love cinema. I love cinema. Sire1 says, hype for the Scarlet Spider talk. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Josh, why do people still even believe James Gunn when 99% of what he debunks ends up actually being true? Oh, man, Jesse. You know, the real answer will scare you. So let me do a version of the answer. Let me fence sit a bit here and give you a really politically correct version of the answer. People gone people, man. People gone people. People gonna people. What are my thoughts on Spider-Man Noir? Dude, I'm very excited for Spider-Man Noir. I think Spider-Man Noir is gonna be incredible, dude. I think it's gonna be bigger than The Boys. I think Spider-Man Noir might be the new hot shit. I'm very excited for Noir, man. Noir, you know what? And you know what? I'm going to throw you Penguin lovers and you Andor lovers a little bit of a bone. Okay? A little bit of a bone. I think Noir might be able to deliver some of the more sophisticated and dark stuff that you people enjoy from those shows And I think they're going to do it in a way that still works for fans like me. So I actually think Noir is looking to be very, very hyped. Yeah, it's like elevated Spider-Man genre stuff. Yeah. Yeah, man. The term James Gunn confirms is like saying SpongeBob told me. Yeah, no, pretty much. Yeah, you people. That's right. Now listen. To the note about James Gunn. There's something kind of interesting about James Gunn. Did you guys see that there were all these toy leaks recently? And then James Gunn came out and tried to... He literally did it again. What did he say about the toys? Let me see this. Now you got me. Who said that? Who brought James Gunn up? Who's doing this? Who said it? This fucking guy. Look at this guy, man. James, there are some toys and figures related to Superman 2025 that are potentially leaking big spoilers for the film. They're ruining the excitement for the movie. What do you have to say about these toy spoilers? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I have to okay all the toys, and I don't think any of them spoil anything. What a... So you know what toys they're talking about? Should we just spoil the whole trailer? You know, I keep teasing this. I mean, he's literally so full of shit. I have to okay all the toys. And I don't think any of them spoil anything. Jesus. It doesn't spoil anything. I'm lost on the issue here. I'm sure that you are. Superman trailer leak. I know it's on Reddit. Let me see here.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A few weeks ago, allegedly...
Month ago. I wonder if he links the original video, because it was somebody else that broke it down, I think. I believe. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I don't know. I thought about even doing a video about it. I don't know much about Mr. H, but I know that he covered this for show. Let me see if I can find somebody else that did. Because I actually want to do the original guy that leaked it. It's not that guy. It wasn't this guy. Superman teaser trailer. Massive Superman confirms film. Okay. Yeah. Wow, there are some people covering this. That's cool. Oh, this is the guy, I think.
If this is the first trailer that we're going to get, this feels like a lot. This doesn't feel like a teaser trailer. This feels like a lot.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Hey everyone, Andrew here.
This is a month ago.
Super fit cosplay. Got some exciting stuff for you. So, I've heard some details about the trailer that has been put together for the new Superman movie, Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn, starring David Cornsweet. So, these trailer details have come out really recently, so take this all with a grain of salt.
Let's,
right?
let's take it with a grain of salt, and then let's think about the toy leaks in conjunction to what are you saying.
Know what to expect from the trailer, but I have heard that there was a test trailer that was shown to test audiences to see what their reactions were. Now, of course, this happens a lot, so test trailers, the actual movie will be tested in front of tested audiences because the producers, the directors, the team, they want to know how it's being responded to. And so this movie has, I believe, cost $360 million.
What?
So, like, for that kind of money, you, like, want to make sure that you've got something good that audiences are going to like. So we do test...
$360 million? What? Is that true?
Audiences. So a lot of this information, or all of this information really, is unverified, but from reliable sources. So this rough trailer was shown a few weeks back. Now,
I like the music he's playing in this video too.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the things that we can, well, what we have heard that were in this trailer. So certain scenes, certain things of characters. So there are going to be spoilers here. So if this is what we're actually going to see for the trailer, it is going to be spoiler territory. But
yeah, I would say slight spoilers here, but James Gunn said this doesn't spoil anything. So just keep watching.
You know, again, nothing is verified. So the first thing that I thought was really interesting, the trailer played music, again, allegedly, from the John Williams score. Now, this apparently was set up to make it an uplifting and upbeat, light sort of tone. This obviously doesn't mean that this is the music that's going to be used in the movie. But the fact that they used this particular music is very interesting because the John Williams score does set a specific tone.
It does. It does. And you know what's so funny? We were just talking about tone, and we were talking about how important this first trailer is. And I gotta say, like, it's sort of a cheap trick, but I give credit here. I actually give credit here. I'll be fair. Using the John Williams score in your trailer to kind of like co-opt that vibe, that's a good vibe check. You know, like it's certainly not original, but I will give credit there. That is actually good. That will set a tone.
Light, it's actiony, it's heroic, right? The next thing we see Superman crashing into the snow in the Arctic, little battle damage, and then the next scene we see Lex Luthor stepping off of the helicopter.
By the way, the scene of him crashing into the snow after a fight, Gunn has actually soft confirmed that. He talked about how there was a scene in the Fortress of Solitude where Superman would go there after a battle. Do you guys remember him talking about that?
Bald. Now, I don't know if this is in the Arctic or if this is in a city, but apparently the characteristics, traits of him, arrogant, smugness, this was really coming across in the trailer. The next scene we may see is the Green Lantern flipping tanks.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Green Lantern flipping tanks. Just looked into it. Zero confirmed or even close to credible source on that budget. Yeah, that's fair. James Gunn has denied rumors of the budget of Superman Legacy of $364. The budget made the film the second most expensive superhero film, Avengers: Age of Ultron. Yeah, that seemed wild to me. That 364 number, that cannot be right, bro. Is John Williams doing the music for the new Superman, or is he just borrowing it for the trailer? Probably borrowing it, but maybe it's like a Star Wars thing where he's doing a new theme using the old theme. I'm not sure.
Ease, using, of course, the flick of his wrist, the ring. Now, this...
Yeah, now, look, I gotta... Oh, man, that also sounds kind of cool, right? It would really depend on how that looks. How's it gonna look with Guy Gardner flipping tanks? Because it could end up looking like just cheesy and weird, or we could be like, yo, Green Lantern's kind of a badass, and that would be cool.
Scene was not reportedly finished in terms of VFX.
I'm sure.
So there's going to be a few scenes like that that don't actually have VFX finished, which is, I think, pretty stock standard for
testing standard.
Trailers,
They're gonna clean it up. They're probably literally cleaning it up right now.
We also see a scene with a woman taking selfies with a superhero behind her, shooting some kind of energy out of their hands. So I think this is probably something that is a relatable thing to the times, of course. So, you know, that's the thing about these movies that come out today is like...
Wait, what is he describing?
They go out of their way to make it relatable to what's going on. Energy out of their hands. Stock standard for test trailers especially. We also see a scene with a woman taking selfies with a superhero behind her, shooting some kind of energy out of their hands. So I think this is probably something that is a relatable thing to the times, of course. So, you know, that's the thing about these movies that come out today is like we have to they go out of their way to make it relatable to what's going on. Like they'll see somebody filming a TikTok or somebody taking a selfie or
yeah, but I gotta say, I feel like a selfie and a TikTok are like worlds apart. So like if we're selfies and no TikTok, I'm probably chill
or whatever it is. I've always thought that was really interesting. It's interesting to see, especially when you see like a a sequel come out. Like I haven't seen the new Beetlejuice movie yet, but like for example, like when the second Hocus Pocus came out or whatever, it's like they riddled it with stuff that is relevant today. That's not really relevant to the story, but it's like we've got to make it relevant to people. So
okay, let's
throw in selfies and TikTok. So the next scene we see is allegedly of Superman flying. Now, again, the VFX weren't added to this. You can still see the strings and the harnesses. We then see Superman protecting a child, showing us a little bit more about how he's going to be. He's going to be the savior, right? The savior character. We might see Superman in battle, holding back a Godzilla-type monster. Maybe that's
a kaiju? What? No way. When this first came out, people were like, bro, what the fuck? By the way, I think this is actually kind of cool, too. I'm down with the kaiju. I've even actually heard people speculate, and I don't think the toy description came with any photos, right? But there was a Kryptonian dragon that was in comics, I think within the past 5 years, and it's really cool. Like, the design of it's really cool, right? So, big old kaiju, Superman fighting a kaiju. I think it could be cool.
The scene that we were watching, well, what he was getting ready for in that first official look that we got at the suit in that photo where he's putting on his boots. We might expect to see a scene with Lois Lane and a coworker talking about Superman, and the coworker being really giddy and excited and a little bit cringe. Lois seemingly serious and judgmental. So, like, it really looks like the trailer has done a good job, if this is all true, of sort of putting the characteristics into these characters that you can see them really well and see what they're exactly going to be. The next scene we might see is Superman and Lois flying, a little bit reminiscent of Superman Returns when they're flying up off the roof. The VFX, again, in this scene may have been unfinished. We see Daily Planet and the sign. Now, there was a really interesting piece of scenery where Superman is screaming whilst he's trying to hold back something. But again, the VFX wasn't finished, so we don't know what he's trying to hold back, but he was screaming in pain or just really trying to do whatever it is he was doing. So that's a majority of what we could see, like, in terms of scenes. Now, who knows what's true? Who knows what's going to stick?
That's all 100% true. Now, to be fair, like, yeah, they're probably cutting it. Gunn had said he was working on it over this weekend. But, yeah, I think a lot of that stuff is true. And the only other thing that's added because of the toy leaks and whatnot is the whole Ultraman thing. And I guess the reason that that's kind of crazy is, like, you know, other people out there, like, particularly My Time to Shine Hello, had a pretty in-depth scoop about what that was going to be. And for the record, what they think it is a clone of Clark Kent that will be used as Ultraman, but will become, like, slowly de-evolve, or like it's an imperfect clone, and it kind of becomes more like Bizarro by the end of the movie. Right, so it looks like through the toy leaks, some of the stuff is confirmed, like the kaiju thing and the Ultraman leak and all of that, right? I will just say, too, that I actually think this trailer sounds good. And if they nail this tonally, if the visual effects look really, really cool, I think this could be good. I think it could end up being pretty hyped up, and that would set a proper tone. But I will say that, you know, despite all of that, like, Gunn is a liar. Like, he's out here lying. And I think in some ways, maybe he's lying to kind of, like, defend the movie or, like, protect the secrets or things of that nature. But I think a lot of the other things that he's said and a lot of the times he kind of gets his foot stuck in his mouth, I just think it's not a great move. It's not a great look for the studio, for the movie. The environment that is out there right now that is conflicted on Gunn, and I mean, you just see it. You know, if you look on any social media, you can see it's pretty obvious. Like, people go pretty hard on him, right? And I think that that's not all his fault, but he's not helping that situation out. So, like, my whole thing with Gunn continues to be two main concerns. Number one, a tonal concern. I don't think he's the right person for Superman. He could prove me wrong on that, and it seems like this trailer might be a good first step in doing that. But that's not James Gunn. I mean, James Gunn's the guy that got fired for these crazy fucking jokes. If you've ever seen, like, some of his old articles and some of the humor he had back in the day, that's who he is. Like, he's a goddamn ridiculous rascal of an individual, right? That's who he is. If you look at his cinematography, his filmography, that's who he is. So I just don't think he's the right person tonally for Superman. The other thing is, I just don't trust his management. I mean, we're rolling into the DCU after a year of, like, Shazam's always been his own thing. Blue Beetle is definitely in the DCU. Creature Commandos is the first thing. This, that, second, and third. It's just been like a big fumbly mess. Now, I do think that the trailer is a super big deal. And if the Superman movie works, if it's really good, we're literally off to the races. Like, it's such an important movie because I'm not really thinking a lot about the DCU at all. I'm just thinking about Superman. If Superman works, we have a DCU. If Superman does not work, I don't think you have a DCU. I think you have another reboot in X number of years, maybe even within the next couple of years, right? They'd probably still do Batman 2. Maybe Zaslav kind of, like, makes a decision to go all in on the Reeves stuff, especially if all you guys keep talking about Penguin on social media. But the reality is, you know, I still have a lot of questions. And I think that's fair. You know what I mean? I think that that's fair. How do you define working for me? If it works for me, then I'd be like, yeah, man. If it's not working for me, then I'm like, nah. That's basically it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Did that make sense? Do you get it now, Adam? All right. Anyway, let's get back to the Marvel stuff. Who was that? Who distracted us so badly that we went on such a weird rabbit hole? And also, let me catch up on the few chats here as well. Let's see here. DC just hit 6 months. Stay on target. What happened to the GameStop giveaways? We'll figure that out. Fantastic Four tomorrow. Yes. You do look like James Gunn's son. Yes. Where the whiteboard streams. Yes. Gun Under Comics. Where should I start for Secret Wars? Start with New Avengers #1 from Jonathan Hickman. I think it came out in 2014, 2015, maybe even 2013. It's absolutely incredible. What would you say a Wonder Man does? What? Brandon says, wish we could axe like 2/3 of all these stupid shows. Yeah, I agree, but I think this might be the second best option. I don't love it, but it's probably the second best option. They canceled Armor Wars for this shit? Yeah. I mean, look, they had decisions here. They just don't want to cancel this stuff. So they're just going to put it out. Kendall says, shill chat, after Agatha, I think we need to recalibrate our minds about Ironheart. The Red Hood could be dope. Dominic Thorne is a good actress. To be honest, I'm excited to see all of this. Man, I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there with you. But even Agatha, I mean, I guess it'll depend on what happens tonight with the finale. And I do think there's, like, if the leaks are real, which I think they are, there's going to be some really crazy stuff to contemplate and to talk about, and we can make some interesting content there, right? But really, all of that for me is attached to Wiccan because he is the son of the Scarlet Witch, because he is this powerful, and because I think there's a story they're telling there. That's where my interest kind of lies. But Agatha for me has been very hit or miss. Like, I have been surprised because I expected it to be like Goobly Glob. And it's not Goobly Glob. And in fact, last week was one of the best written episodes of Disney Plus television ever. But do I want this show versus all of the other Disney Plus shows that we could be getting? The answer is no. So I think maybe that's a piece of the conversation that's being lost here, right? Like, you might be like, I don't understand. Like, why are you so negative on these shows? Why are you so mad? Like, this one was actually fine. This one's actually chill. Look at Daredevil Born Again and compare it to these other shows. And then think about what you could do with a Daredevil Born Again type of show with much more interesting characters. That could be mutants. Right? So, I mean, like, there's almost anything that you could pitch me with mutants would be more interesting, I think. And that's just facts, man. I mean, like, Loki's an incredible show, but it's also about Loki. Do you know what I mean? Like, the dude we followed throughout, like, most of the Infinity Saga, the dude that had multiple heroic deaths. Like, come on, man. And also Agatha, despite doing better than Penguin, it is not getting great views. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel really compelled to cover Agatha week to week because there's not a lot of people watching Agatha week to week, right? The overall better direction for the brand is to do higher profile characters with more interesting stories. Like, isn't that fair? Agatha is great. I don't think it's great. I think it's way better than I thought it would be, but I certainly don't think it's great. No. Yeah, but Agatha's a part of that 2025 Phase 4 content dump. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Agatha is Agatha might be the best version of one of these kind of shows because, like, Agatha is doing some stuff that other Disney Plus shows didn't even do, right? Like, it feels like it has an exact direction it's going in. I think it's doing something really clever with the story, which will be revealed tonight. It's pushing week to week. It has like it's a sound product. Like, it's well written. It's good week to week. It creates conversation. It has had multiple conversation creating things. It's maybe doing the absolute best that a show like it can do. And I still don't think they should do this again. They should still not make shows like this. Like, how is that? Is that like an impossible take? Is that an impossible take? Like, let me explain. What if the show was called The Witch's Road? And what if instead of Agatha and Billy, it was Agatha, Wanda, Billy, and Vision, and Mephisto? Like, hello? Like, come on, man. Wait, there's no way that you don't understand why that would be better. I feel like you're just trying to trigger me. Like, that's a big ass budget. What do you think they're spending on Daredevil? Why the fuck would Vision be on the Witch's Road? That would be pretty interesting to find out, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be wild? That's a great question. Kind of intriguing. You can still make that show. Yeah, but Wonder Man is not that show. Ironheart is not that show. Like, hello? Josh is not cooking today? Guys, there's no way you don't see the logic of what I'm saying. Is that even possible? Way too expensive. So you think the better option is to spend $20 million on fucking Eyes of Wakanda? You think the better solution is to spend whatever they spent on Wonder Man? That's the better solution? Instead of canceling all the goobly glob, packaging it all for one big fucking show with high profile actors. Can you imagine any other studio that made television having that kind of a conversation? Oh, here's like a really cool version of the show, but nah, we can't do that. What? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so like, look. Will Marvel survive this? 100% they'll survive this. 100%. They're going to be completely fine, okay? And actually, if you look at the schedule, the programming's pretty smart, right? The programming's smart because you kind of have like mid, hype, mid, going into hype next year, right? So the programming here is fine. Like, it's going to be fine. But I'm just saying, as a fan, I'm not totally looking forward to it. I mean, is it going to be like, how many of these shows next year am I going to say, you know what? That surprised me. That's actually a little bit better than I thought. Maybe all of them. It's still not, that's not what we want as a fan base. That's not thriving. When we watch Daredevil Born Again and we're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Everything that I've seen is making me want this so badly. Holy shit, this is different than what came before. This feels like so good. And then we watch it and it's dope. That's the Marvel experience. Like, that's what it used to be. This experience of, I don't know who asked for this. I mean, I guess I'll check it out. Oh, hey, better than I thought. That's not the experience. That's not what you want as a fan base. Hell no. So I'm looking forward to kind of like getting past all of this and just getting into like better shows, man. Better shows. Hail Wizard says subscribe, or rather subscribe with Prime, 8-month streak, and says nice, Josh. I appreciate you. Javier, $5 hollow with a little green dancing dude. Appreciate that. Comic Things 18 says new article here with the Russo brothers. Of course, yeah, this is new. Let's talk about this. Actually, I did want to talk about this, but should we poll the rest of the shows here? Right now, if you look at this Spider-Man one, 22% of people are very hyped, 30% of people are hyped, 41% of people are meh, and then 8% of people are anti-hype. That's about 50-50, guys. I mean, I don't know. Let's do Daredevil. The very same vibe check. Let's do Daredevil, okay? Let's just see what's happening. And then I'll catch up on chats while you guys are voting. Vibe check. Daredevil Born Again. Very hyped. Hyped. Meh. Anti-hype. And let's just see. Let's just see what you guys think. Okay, let's see. Austin says, we already touched on that one. Philip Hatch says, I don't understand the point of these shows. Are they making them just to keep people paying for Disney Plus? I think that's part of it, right? Like, they want to have programming on the app that keeps you engaged. Like, you know, they're trying to fight against churn. And I think all of the streaming services are trying to do this. I mean, Netflix is like, you know, Netflix is kind of the king of that. But they just have so much shit. Like, there's always shit on Netflix. There's always new shit coming to Netflix. But yeah, I mean, like, they want you to kind of be like, oh, I don't know, like, do I really need Disney Plus? I'm not really liking stuff. I mean, I kind of like Marvel, but do I really need Disney Plus? And then they're like, you're getting so much goddamn Marvel on Disney Plus, you'll never leave. So yeah, a little bit like that, for sure. The Exodus says with a $5 holla, says, I think Wonder Man belonged in Phase 2, along with Ultron, Vision, and Wanda and Tony, and played by Nathan Fillion. I think this show will fall flat. Yeah, I think if that's another thing is like Wonder Man is actually really important to a lot of early Avengers stories, but those characters that he sort of was along with have been long established, so it's a little bit weird to bring him in this way. But we'll see what they're cooking. I'm not really sure. Vandolph the Black says, with a $10 holla, very generous. Says, ignoring the hate for Eyes of Wakanda, Wonder Man, and Ironheart, because honestly, this could be good black content. And if Marvel needs it after the total L they created with recasting Black Panther. Look, if that's the angle that you're taking on it and you want to support it specifically because of that, I think that's completely valid. But it's also valid for a lot of other people to not see it that way in any way, shape, or form, right? So, like, if that does something for you, cool. As far as I'm concerned, like, that doesn't do anything for me, right? Like, I just want to be entertained and wowed. And if you happen to tell a story that elevates, you know, black platform or black characters, I think that's cool as fuck. But it's not top priority, not for me. And I just think, like, I gotta be honest with you, man. I feel like this shit might not be it. And if you're hanging your hat on this stuff being like true good black representation and black content, I don't know that this is the hill I would die on. Because think about it this. They took Daredevil Born Again away forever and completely overhauled it. They didn't do shit for Ironheart. Wonder Man, that guy should not be a race swapped character from the original Avengers comics. That guy should be like fucking T'Challa or Blade or some awesome black character. Wonder Man, what? So I just don't see it. Now, Eyes of Wakanda, you might have a point there. We haven't seen it. We don't really know. It could be great. It could be putting black excellence on display in the same way that Black Panther 1 did. But these other projects, bro, you're hanging your hat on those fucking projects. I'm just telling you, analytically, as the pundit, as the person that lives and breathes this stuff, I don't know if I would push my chips into the center of the table on those two fucking projects. And it really doesn't seem like the studio's giving them any kind of proper support, which, by the way, is par for the fucking course when it comes to Disney. So I understand the take. I just don't know, brother. Star Wars Sith says, I love popping into streams and triggering Josh. Wonder Man does suck. What a chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Steve McT says, Vision Quest could be a Battle World show. Thoughts? Battle World. You know, I've been trying to get a video about Battle World to pop for a while because we're getting a lot of like indications of what the Battle World stuff's actually going to look like. And I don't know, for some reason, anytime I try to do a video about this, it just doesn't pop off for whatever reason. Okay. But it looks like there's only one Battle World project. Unless I am mistaken. There's only one Battle World project. and it's Spider-Man 4, and it's not really even a Battle World project. Now, there's potential for Doctor Strange 3 to be a Battle World movie. I don't even believe that. I think they're going to make Doctor Strange 3 before Doomsday. I'm just going to say it. That's what I think is happening. And if that is happening, we're going to hear about this very soon. Like, this shit's going to happen quick. Where they're going to be like, oh shit, Doc Strange 3. It's greenlit. They're filming it. Bam. And then it will come out before Doomsday. And if not, I believe it'll be either a Battle World movie or it will be gone. Pushed into the Mutant Saga. Which basically means it's not relevant to what we're talking about with Doom. But essentially, like, you know, there have been a lot of different stories about that over the past few weeks. A lot of people kind of chiming in, trying to figure it out. Watch the video from yesterday. I think it does a good job of kind of breaking this down. But I think, according to Daniel, he's saying that there's only 4 projects, really. Mystery Project, Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, Secret Wars. Right? So the only other one that makes sense to me is Doctor Strange 3. And I think the only way Doctor Strange 3 fits into this is as a prequel to Doomsday. And if you think about it, like some of the stuff that Alex Perez has said over the past couple of weeks, where he was talking about, you know, stuff from New Avengers 33, the reveal of who Rabam Alal is, I think it was called, what did Steven call himself? Like the Golden Eye or like the Great Eye or some shit like that, right? So I think they're trying to do something with Stephen Strange, with the Black Priests, maybe to explain the Game of Worlds as all of the incursions happen. They could have that in Doomsday, so maybe they don't even do Doctor Strange 3 and they just put that plot into Doomsday. If not, they're probably going to streamline a movie and have it come out before Doomsday. I don't even think we're going to get Battle World shows, which is kind of a bummer, man. Like, I really did think they could have done a lot of cool stuff with Battle World, but I think the calculus has kind of changed. I think they realized that, like, fans are already tired of the multiverse. Throw a 1 into the chat if you're tired of the multiverse, by the way. Would love to know what you guys think. And I think they also realized that, especially with Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're gonna squeeze out like the last little bit of the multiverse stuff. So they've removed a lot of the other multiverse stuff to make way for like Doomsday, Secret Wars, and stuff like that, right? Yeah. It's kind of a bummer because I'm not sick of the multiverse. In fact, I'm thirsty, man. We haven't done shit in the multiverse. And it's kind of a shame because, oh man, you guys got me on such a weird vibe today. Okay? I'm going to say something else kind of negative about Marvel. Here we go. You did this, chat. This is your fault. One of Marvel's sort of habits ended up biting them in the ass. Okay? Marvel does a lot of piecemealing. Does anybody know what that means? Piecemealing? Let's look it up. Let's get the actual definition. Okay. By a small amount at a time, in stages. done, made, or accomplished piece by piece in a fragmentary way. Here's some examples. Remodeled their house piecemeal because of budgetary constraints. They've done piecemeal repairs in the past, but the bridge now needs a major reconstruction. Okay, piecemeal. What I mean is, when they were cooking Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home, they literally restricted the multiversal craziness. I think this is most obvious in Multiverse of Madness, where the multiverse really amounts to a couple of strange variants, one really trippy sequence where they go through a ton of realities, and then 838. That's it. It's just 838, and it's really just 838 in one fucking building. So it's like restricted, right? They were piecemealing like they usually do, and then not just themselves but other studios and other people basically fatigued the concept of the multiverse to the point where they now realize, holy shit, we can't piecemeal, and in fact we're actually in danger of some of these cool ideas hitting a fatigued audience, so we better streamline this, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, and let's get into it. Like, I think that's literally what happened. And the piecemealing, that can work. Like, I'm all about leaving them wanting more. I'm all about edging the audience, you know what I mean? Like, that shit can be good. But in this instance, I think it actually bit them in the ass. And now part of what we're seeing is like overpromise, underdeliver, leading to a fatigue. And they're like, but we got the goods. We actually got all the toys. Wait till you see what Secret Wars is. And then they might have realized, oh shit, just even one more movie, two more movies is going to diminish Secret Wars so utterly. So we can't do that anymore. Yeah. What If goes all out with the multiversal possibilities. So I agree and I don't, because you give, like, here's what I would say to you, Aaliyah. Give a guy like me What If, and you're going to see a very different show. Like, I understand what you're saying, and I think it is maybe a greater step than some of the other multiversal things. But if you gave me the opportunity to do What If, I'm going fucking crazy on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I think even What If is kind of a piecemeal, just being real. Anyways, let me catch up on some of the chats, and then we'll check out the poll. Virtual Reality Fitness, thanks for the 2. Wrench City with a 5 spot says, be careful with giveaways. May be illegal. If you have to pay members to get in, YouTube can ban you for it. Yeah. Trust me, we know. That's why we haven't done it. Look, that Mr. Beast situation fucked that up for us. I'm going to be real. Okay? I haven't been talking about it because I haven't found a good solution. But let me just be real. Mr. Beast fucked that up for all of us. Okay? Mr. Beast used what basically amount to illegal lotteries, allegedly. We don't know for sure. But like a lot of the stuff he was doing was not above board. And it has brought greater scrutiny to some of the things that other channels would want to do, including ourselves. So I haven't figured out a perfect solution for it. But we will. We will. Okay, so G, thanks for 24 months. And then Q is not a robot. Welcome to the Nerdvengers, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. Shall we get into a couple other things? Let's check out this poll. Oh my God. Mr. Beast is a vile person. I don't know that I would agree with that. But I would say that a lot of the stuff that happened over the past couple of months, a lot of the stuff that's coming out, has certainly changed my perspective of that guy. Okay, vibe check. Daredevil Born Again. 65% of you are very hyped. 18% of you are hyped. 14% of you are meh. And only 4% of you are anti-hype. You see the difference between this and the Spider-Man thing? I don't know. I mean, maybe there's an argument to be made that you need some more milder projects. Not everything can be crazy and get everybody super excited. But I think when they made the promise of Disney Plus content, which, yeah, this was years ago. But when they made that promise, I think that's what they promised. I don't think they promised a couple of things you'll like and a lot of stuff that's forgettable. I think they said, hey, we're Marvel. We've been crushing it in the movie theaters for years, and we create must-see movies. We're going to do that for streaming. Like, that was what was promised. And, yeah, we're just not there, right? So... But I will say again that the best part of this slate, I mean, first of all, am I going to watch all this shit? Let me just think about this again. Hang on. Let me look at this again. Am I watching all this shit? Are you guys going to watch all of this stuff? Oh my God. And are you going to demand that I watch all this stuff? Like, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, bro, if I'm not enjoying it, I'm definitely going to watch Captain America. I'll definitely watch Daredevil, definitely watch Thunderbolts, definitely watching Fantastic Four. Eyes of Wakanda, I have to see. I have to see what they spent that money on. Ironheart, I will give a fair shake. But if Ironheart starts being lame as shit, bro, I'm not sticking with that. Wonder Man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I will give Wonder Man a fair shot. We nerds, aren't you? Yeah. No, I am. I just don't want it to feel like homework. I don't want to feel like we're taking the thing that brought like joy and escapism and fun, and we're making it feel like homework. And that's not a good vibe. So I'll give these projects a fair shot. I guess what I'm saying though is like, brother, it needs to be different. Like, it needs to be different. And they don't have a slate announced into 2026, but I would imagine you're going to get your Daredevil Born Again Season 2. You'll get X-Men 97 Season 2. And that's fire. Like, those are going to be fire. And I think whatever... Like, here's what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm asking. This is what I'm asking, bro. For the love of God... The next time we do a big slate thing, the next time we're talking about all the shows, like, just do better. Like, literally, just do better. Less shows. Like, you could take Wonder Man, Vision Quest, Agatha, and just smash them all into the same show. Like, just do shit like that, you know? That's what I want. And I think we will survive. Like, I don't want you guys to get it twisted just because I'm kind of negative on this. Marvel's going to be fine. Technically speaking, every single project that they just announced could land with audiences. It could do well. It's not like any of them are like dead on arrival, like this will never work. But there is baggage here. And I have to remind you that these are projects that were greenlit when the company was just, it had the wrong mindset. And I will personally feel a lot better once we are on the other side of this shit. For sure. faux show. That's what I think. Verse says with a $10 holla, says, hi Josh, I'm torn. Yahya Abdul-Mateen is a great actor. Oh, the second is a great actor, and I'd love to see him tackle deep, conflicted, and complex characters like Simon Williamson. But this sitcom approach, it's so tired. Yeah, I agree. There's a couple of reasons why I think the show could have some redeeming qualities. Number one would be Yahya. Number two, though, is actually Destin Daniel Crichton. So apparently Destin Daniel Crichton was like the showrunner of this show. He produced it. He like basically created it and everything. And that dude's incredible. He has great sensibilities. So, you know, with those two things in mind, I will give it a shot. But, man, that was like the opposite of what I wanted to see in that trailer. Like, that whole scene, like, I get it. Maybe that's the vibe of the show. But also, like, no thanks. You need some wings, bro? Do you guys think I need some wings? Kurt Busiek is a good writer. Better than Sonic. Sonic's great. Hey Josh, how do you feel about Wonder Man? Not hyped. If Agatha had been Ayas, I probably would have skipped more of these shows, but they still got me for now. That's fair. That is fair. Take these broken wings. I don't know, man. A ton of negativity from getting original content finally. Chat, is that true? Am I being super negative today? Can you give the Diamond Lounge a limited replay period on Discord so West Coast Venjas could see it? I actually don't think so, bud. Like, I don't know. I don't think the stages get saved as a video. So, unfortunately, I don't think so. I'll look into it, though. Who were the symbiotes in Venom 3? They look stupid AF. I thought they looked cool. I thought they looked cool. Nope, you're hey, you know what? Let's put it to the poll. Wings sound pretty good right now. What dipping sauce though? You mean like I don't dip my wings, Dark Angel. I get the wings tossed in sauce. Okay? You know, I don't know. Who are these people out there dipping their wings? I get them tossed in sauce. You see what I mean? Yeah, toss is the way to go. Yeah. Josh is a bot for not liking ranch. I don't like ranch. I don't like Andor. I don't like the Penguin. And I don't like the first look at Wonder Man. Guilty on all charges. Yeah, Calvin, exactly. Yeah, see, you get it with no implication or indication of what that could mean. Okay, couple other things. Couple other things to get into today. I'm dipping so it runs down my chin. What? What the fuck? Holy. It's a family show. Okay. Let's talk about Josh Brolin and Thanos. Briefly. We can talk about this. Let me find the article here. This is a really cool picture, though. Marvel released this look at King Thanos. Bro. Holy. Oh, is this the actual article behind it? Okay, great. That looks fucking badass, dude. So he's in the sanctum there. He's got some kind of crazy power thing here in his double sword thing. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so Mr. Josh Brolin addresses his potential run. Wait, hang on. Kill the music for a second. Kill the music. Josh Brolin addresses his potential return as Thanos in Avengers Secret Wars. Exclusive. As the buzz around Avengers Secret Wars continues to build, one question fans keep asking is whether Josh Brolin's Thanos could make a comeback in the climactic multiverse collapsing event. At New York Comic Con, Brolin spoke with Collider's Steve Weintraub about the possibility of returning as the Mad Titan. And while he didn't confirm anything, he left the door wide open for Thanos to reemerge under the right circumstances. Anthony and Joe Russo have returned to direct Secret Wars as well as Doomsday, which will take place before Secret Wars and no doubt set up the film. Brolin acknowledged that there was an appeal for him to play Thanos again, as he did to memorable effect, particularly in Avengers Infinity War. Hell yeah, dude. And admitted that he'd have to find the right story, just as he felt with Sicario and its sequel, but that working with the Russos again was a definite yes for him. And here's what he said. I'm not kidding. There's a thing with playing Thanos. It's like, oh, they're going to bring Thanos back. It's like Sicario. It has to be right. It's like Ryan Reynolds and I talking about Taylor Swift, and we should be talking about Deadpool 4, but we go back and forth. Again, it's what in his mind fits, what in my mind fits. Thanos has to fit if you're going to bring him back. I would do anything that the Russos wanted me to do. Does anybody else feel like this last statement here kind of undoes all the other shit that he's saying, where he's like, it has to be right, we got to do it right, but also I would do anything that the Russos wanted me to do? It's kind of weird. However, this is kind of timely. We've been talking about this possibility for a couple of weeks, maybe even months, maybe even over a year at this point. And just yesterday, My Time to Shine Hello did also say that Thanos is coming back. We don't fully know when. My gut is telling me it will actually be Doomsday, potentially Doomsday and Secret Wars. But that is technically a little update to that story. What do you think about that, chat? What do you think about that? Thanos, W? L? Weird? W? The power of the hand in the palm of my son. Exactly. I think the obvious thing that a lot of fans go to is the whole Doom ripping Thanos' spine out, and I agree. I think that's going to happen. I'm kind of interested in the relationship between them, though, because, like, let's say the rumors of Spider-Man 4 are real and they create a new universe, right? Where does Thanos fit into that? And I wonder, like, is he just given the opportunity by Doom to be the Thanos, or is it more? Right? Does King Thanos have some kind of a role in the new 616 universe? How does that work? And I love this idea of, like, him being a king, but Doom being a god. That's kind of cool. So I guess we'll just see, man. You know, we'll see what they're cooking. But more evidence mounting that we're going to get more Thanos. Who are the Avengers right now? Who knows? But would Thanos be Doom's servant reluctantly? And then probably not, which is why he would betray him. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the move, right? You set up Thanos, he's working with or for Doom, but you could tell he's got his own kind of deal, and then eventually he tries to betray Doom, and Doom's like, bitch, what? And rips his spine out. That would be pretty chill. That would be pretty chill. So I just wanted to touch on that one. Something else we got to talk about here. This one's pretty funny, man. This one's pretty funny. I gotta know what you guys think about this one. So I think it was yesterday on Twitter, the Geeky Cast revealed as an actual scoop that Sony has a plan to have Noel fight the Sinister Six. I gotta look this up. Let's look it up here. Let's see. Let's see what he said. Maybe this is like his older account here. I don't see. Can somebody link it to me on the Discord, or is he just tweeting like so goddamn much that I can't get it to it? I don't know. Maybe I could just look up Noel versus the Sinister Six and it would pop up. Let me see here. Noel Sinister Six. Oh God. Okay. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Check this out, man. This is riveting information here. You know, these are nice palate cleansers. You know, we just talked about the whole Marvel thing. You guys are like, Josh, you're being too negative. Now that I see this story here, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're right. I'm going to have to say I may have treated Marvel too harshly. I still have all the concerns that I have. I still wish we were just moving in a different direction. But then you see what is happening with Star Wars. You see what is happening with Sony. I'm going to apologize. I apologize. I apologize for going a little bit too hard on Marvel. Okay. Sinister Six, the movie Sony has been trying to make since fucking Andrew Garfield's trilogy. They didn't even finish that. Is reportedly moving forward in development. The team will consist of Kraven, Morbius, Vulture, Madam Web, and Venom. It's currently unclear if Spider-Man will show up during the film, but the main villain will be Noel. So I tried to warn you about this, okay? We talked about this a little bit. I think I teased it out in a couple of streams. I said you have two options. Either Noel is the villain of Spider-Man 4, or Noel is about to fight the Sinister Six. And there were signs, there were signs. Shine was saying Sony has the worst possible plan for Noel. Be very afraid. Daniel randomly talking about how the Sinister Six movie was still going forward right after Venom 3. Even the post-credit scene with Noel in Venom 3, where he says, "Your world has lost its protector. I will destroy your world." Even that felt like a setup to the Sinister Six. Because we lost the protector, there's no Spider-Man, so Noel's going to come. Who's going to protect the world? Oh, it just happens to be all of the shitty characters that Sony's been developing for the past 5 years without Spider-Man. This is unfucking believable. This is like, frankly, it makes Wonder Man look like a goddamn $1 million idea. Like this is, how can this be? And yet at the same time, I think all of us have a thought in the back of our head. The thought that we are all simultaneously having right now is, it sounds like Sony. And it does sound like Sony. Because it's literally what Sony has been doing and how they want to tie it all together. I feel like if they go through with this, this will be the biggest meme movie of all time. And part of me actually wants it to be true. Part of me wants it to be true because I want to see what the people that are doing the interviews, you know, like we all the little junket interviews with the cast and the crew and all that. I want to see the people on the red carpet. I want to see all of these actors, and I want to see them talk about this absolutely fucking absurd idea and try to sell it as a serious, important piece of the comic book movie genre's history. I kind of can't wait. And so the report here from the Geeky Cast, again, Sinister Six movie moving forward in development. The team will consist of Kraven, Morbius, Vulture, Madam Web, and Venom. By the way, that's only 5 people. It is currently unclear if Spider-Man will show up during the film, but the main villain will be Null. So, just another piece of news, just another bright spot here in this pop culture zeitgeist. I can't believe it. Unbelievable, huh? You don't know how to count 5 equals 6. Is there actually 6? Kraven, Morbius, Vulture, Madam Web, and Venom. That's 5. I partially don't buy it because I think Dakota Johnson is coming nowhere near comic book stuff again. She's not the only Madam Web, though. Right. But also, I kind of hope she does it. Oh, I haven't seen it either. I just think there's more than one Madam Web in the comics, so. The 6th member is Avi Arad. And he's going to be playing a hero called Sony Man. Sony Man! Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, one last thing that we have to go over. More evidence that I was right. More evidence that I was right. And then I'll check out the chats. Give me just a second here, okay? Garfield will be the 6th. Like, you talking about Andrew or the cat? Which one are you talking about here? Avengers Doomsday directors Russo brothers wouldn't have returned to Marvel with Robert Downey Jr. if they couldn't make a sequel on equal footing with Infinity War and Endgame. Wow, bold statement. Avengers Endgame quickly became the highest grossing film of all time when it stormed in cinemas in 2019. James Cameron's Avatar has since reclaimed the pole position thanks to a subsequent re-release in China. Cheater. But half a decade on, the 4th Avengers movie is still the most successful superhero movie ever made. As the final culmination of Marvel's first 3 phases, Avengers Endgame was the natural jumping off point for many, including Iron Man star Robert Downey Jr. along with co-directors Joe and Anthony Russo. It's in the name after all, yet it turns out Endgame wasn't quite as final for everyone involved as fans once believed. This summer at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel announced that the Russo brothers are returning to helm Avengers Doomsday as well as Avengers Secret Wars after Destin Daniel Cretton stepped away to focus on Shang-Chi sequel, since he's reported to direct Spider-Man 4 too. And that's not all. The panel ended by revealing that Robert Downey Jr. is making a surprise return to the MCU as the Doctor Doom. Pitted against Avengers foes who look identical to a founding member of Tony Stark is diabolical in more ways than one. But where did this plan come from in the first place? Whose idea was it to bring RDJ back to the MCU in a new pivotal role? Well, during an interview with Games Radar plus MCM Comic-Con 2024, Avengers Doomsday co-director Joe Russo explained how this twist came about organically through the bond he and Anthony shared with Downey Jr. We're all very close, says Joe. We had been working on another project before Marvel approached all of us. So we're working on another project with Robert, and there was a story that evolved through conversations that we got very excited about. Because it's always got to be the story. The specifics of this story aren't clear just yet, although it's almost certain that the multiverse will play a key role in Downey's return. Whatever happens, though, Joe promises we can expect something really explosive when Doomsday arrives. And here's the key part, because they saw my video and they realized they should probably be talking about this a little bit more. Why would we come back if we didn't feel like we had a story that had the possibility of being on equal footing with Infinity War and Endgame, unless there's a kernel there for an idea that's really explosive? Yeah, so that's what they said. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I think it's just more evidence that this idea was really the catalyst. And I think the idea, look, I mean, I've made the videos. You guys know what I think. So I just thought that was cool. It's just cool to hear them like say it, because they've been sort of saying it, but they weren't like very clear about it. Right? And so it's like super clear to be like, hey, if we didn't have an idea that we thought was on footing, we wouldn't do this. So they have the idea. Ladies and gentlemen, they have the idea. And I think that's cool. All right, let me catch up on chats. We'll do a little bit of Q&A, and then we're going to get on out of here, okay? Verse says with the 10 spot, Daredevil Born Again looks excellent. I'm excited about it, but it sucks Feige is getting the praise when Jeff Loeb produced the original when Feige wanted nothing to do with Marvel Television. I mean, does that suck? I don't know. That's just the game, man. You know, game is game. If the Netflix stuff had been more successful, Netflix wouldn't have canceled it all and sold it all off. The only way that Marvel's able to do this is because those Netflix shows botched it over time. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to take anything away from the Daredevil show itself, but Jeff Loeb had a pretty checkered record as a television creator. So, I don't know. It's just the game. CJ says, do you think magic will show up in the X-Men saga? I think so. I do. And then Rossi says, this sounds effing terrible. Hashtag justice for Noel. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. We need some justice for Noel. I can't. It's like, I have trouble believing that Sony would do that, but it's like, it's Sony. It's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough. All right, what else is going on, guys? Let's just chill. Let's get into some Q&A kind of stuff. Oh man. Trailing a little bit behind. Just saw about the Sinister sucks. If that movie, I'm boycotting. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. I can't imagine it doing well. Maybe it'll get a huge boost internationally. Heading to Costco? What do those guys always say? Boom? Is that what they say? Boom! We're Costco guys. Omen or Find Nemo? I don't know what that means. I missed somebody's... Mr. Shredder says, Josh, I joined Discord. Now what? What do you mean, now what? What is happening? What are you even talking about, bro? Now what? I don't know. Post something in there and I'll ban your ass. What does that even mean? Oh, Kelly MacDonald has been cast in the Lantern series. That's cool. I like her. She was from wow, that's pretty cool. She was in No Country for Old Men. I thought she was good in that. Is that the news that everybody got hyped up for 22 minutes ago? Jeez. Oh, jeez. "12 years ago today, George sold Star Wars." Oof. Oof. Can you believe it? It would be dope to find out that since the very first Iron Man, the real Doom has been playing the Game of Worlds this whole time, and Doctor Strange 3 will be Time Runs Out. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking they could do, and I think that would be pretty chill. I think it would be pretty chill. Member chat says D. Okay, let me see. Did I miss your chat? Hey, Josh, Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider and John Bernthal Punisher in the Midnight Suns. Plus Moon Knight Blade Sorcery, maybe Shadowland DD Man Thing. I mean, all that stuff sounds cool, man. I don't know what they're cooking with that project. The Midnight Suns has been a project that's been rumored for a long time, so we still don't really know. Probably went through a lot of changes. Perhaps it's just someone at the top who's so in love with their failure idea and ego inflation they can't see how absolutely destroying their own IP. I mean, maybe, but like, look. Like, I think Avi Arad and Sony are absolutely fucking crazy. But then you look at what the Venom movies have made, and it's over $2 billion. 3 movies over $2 billion. I mean, that's, you know. The Hollywood Reporter is saying Bob Iger has been replaced as chairman. Yeah, that's true. Disney actively looking for a CEO replacement. Yes, that is also true. You know. Midnight Sun's going to have that witch who's Ghost Rider's cousin? What? No. Who will be in Spider-Man 4 now if it isn't Noel? Vulture? I still think there's more to find out with the Spider-Man 4 thing. But I think RDJ Doctor Doom, Vulture... Could even see Kingpin. You could see a lot of things. Yeah. Josh, would you rather A. Garfield was fighting Sinister Six and Noel shows up and the Six fought together against Null, or Null fights the 5 villains, kills them all, and sets up a showdown with Spider-Man. Are those the choices? Is that what we're reduced to? I guess if I only had those two choices, I would pick Andrew Garfield, yeah. But I gotta be honest, I'm not loving those choices. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We're going to wrap it up here. Look, tonight at 7:30, we're doing a deep dive on the Scarlet Spider. It's a totally selfish stream by me because that's just like my favorite character. So we're going to do that tonight at 7:30. Videos coming out for you. I'm working on a video that is about the Star Wars Rey movie situation. I wasn't sure I wanted to do this, but I actually think it's kind of important that video goes out there and that people know about this, because I think you're getting a Rey trilogy. Like, I think Lucasfilm right now is cooking a Rey trilogy. I know that sounds crazy. I think it is real. So I want to make a video about that, pull together the evidence and present it for you. Yeah. And then we're cooking up some ideas. Tomorrow night we'll watch the Fantastic Four thing. So we'll start on YouTube, we'll go over to Twitch, and then Friday we'll be back at a regularly scheduled time. Rogue Squadron trademark filed. Is that true? I mean, dude, that would be a W. If I were Kathy, I would totally pivot away from Rey and try to make Rogue Squadron and then walk off. That's what I would do. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, we'll see. 9 projects in 2025. Ugh. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. When will you and the family be in costume on stream? Friday. Yeah, we'll do it on Friday. Okay, everybody. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Leave. 9 projects in 2025? No! Oh, Jesus. You know, I'm trying to be chill. Okay? And I think we have just next year. I think if we get through next year, I really think it's different. No, Adam, that is a good point. And look, that's the point I kind of tried to make that point where I was like, we just got to take the medicine. Like, if this is what they're going to do, then yeah, it is what it is. Buckle up. We're going to go through it together. We're going to go through it together. Bring your face back on screen. No, we're out of here, man. I'm out of here. I'm out. But we'll go through it together. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Hey, maybe we'll be like, damn, that, you know what? All right, Marvel, all right. Hey, better than I thought. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, okay. Damn. But then I really need it to be different. Like, I would like it to be different moving forward. Please. Okay. Anyway, much love. Appreciate you. Buckle up. I'm going to take you for a ride. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. See some of you guys tonight. See a lot of you on Friday. And we'll have videos over the next couple of days as well. Remember to open up your third eye and wash out that stinky butthole. But it's the butthole. We're talking about the butthole.